Okay, so let me explain what I've done. So, yeah, I've actually removed some of that paint again, and I've removed a fair bit of it. I've just went over it with the abrasive side, like sponge, and I've used the other side to then get rid of the little fibres that I left afterwards. And yeah, ideally I would then give it a quick spray with a net with some compressed air. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me at the minute, so that's the one disadvantage to that. However, what I am going to do now is I'm going to leave it upright this time. I'm not going to put the box over it this time as well, because I found that generally didn't really do anything. Plus, there's nothing really here to drop on it, so I'm going to leave, because it seemed to work out better that time. So yeah, it also gives me a chance to do the back. I'm only going to give it the slightest coat. That's all I'm going to give it. So yeah, I'm going to grab my mask. I'm going to grab my mask in advance this time around, and I'll have to stop the camera and put it on. Okay, so I've got my mask on. I've done something you probably shouldn't do. As a shortcut, I've left this on the radiator for a little bit, just to warm up slightly. No, you should not really be doing that, but you know, I don't really have a bowl big enough, so I'll have to do. So we're gonna give it shake, yeah. And for some reason I've been doing the song of the day kind of thing, I don't know why. So I guess today I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. Lid off. And I'm going to do the back of it as well. That's actually it for the back. I think that should cover them scratches. Okay. And that's probably not enough, but that's all I'm going to do for now. So yeah, that's literally all I'm doing for now. It has successfully covered it, and if it turns out alright, or if it needs a little bit more, we'll see. But yeah, that's literally it for now, so yay. Okay, so it's the 24th of March today, and I've had to move the head to a new location because in the hallway, we're a bit busy in the hallway at the minute, so yeah, this is how he has to leave there. But I'm going to say, looking at him now, like from a distance of about 2 foot away, max, he's looking pretty good. I did have to slightly respray him when I carried him over here because literally I managed to just grab him from the handlebars. Literally, and this is why I need to cut my fingernails, but basically a part of my fingernail basically took a tiny bit of paint off the top bit, the tiniest amount, so I just gave it a once over, very quick respray, and yeah, he got, I think, yeah, but we'll see how he's looking later on. I think, I think at this point, I think I keep trying to aim for complete perfection, which I'm never going to get with this. I think at this point I have to accept, at what point it's like, okay, as satisfactory. And I think if we're not there, we're nearly there, like at the point where I'm just like, for example, if it has a couple of bits where it has that slight bumpy texture, which is part of the fiberglass sculpt of this, not sculpt, but mold. If that's there, then yeah, I'll live with that. It was actually on there beforehand as well. Yeah, I'd live with that. But yeah, I didn't like. For me, the things seems so long ago, but the things before, it was the slash across the eye. That was the thing, the number one thing to me, and that is gone. And actually, yeah, the paint has dried a bit quicker because in this room it's considerably warmer in here. So yeah, but there we go. He's also fairly near a radiator, which is actually currently on. I have these circulating, so at night it goes on a little bit warm in this room, just to keep so the temperature, stays. I think it's between 20 and 30 degrees or something like that. It likes to be at. So yeah, I guess could keep it at that. So yeah, but there we go. Okay, so it's what is it? Yeah, it's 20 to midnight on the 27th of March, so it's now practically the 28th. And yeah, what I've been resorting to doing is just giving it kind of light sprays, which, yeah, does seem to be working. So rather than just doing, big ones in a go, just doing a tiny bit, letting that dry, doing another tiny bit is, yeah, working actually a bit better. Which, you know what? While I'm here, might as well give it a quickie now. Oh, and that is going to be taken right out of context. So, yeah. Oops, I did it again. How many more song references am I going to do? Well, let's just say I'll catch a grenade for you before we find out, eh? Yeah, it's getting ridiculous, isn't it? Shake, 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 shake. I'll shake it some more off camera and spray. Okay, so I'm a bit far away. Let's zoom in! And, yeah, I'll just give him another quick bit. To be honest, I'm not even masking up for this at the minute, because literally I just do it for a few bits, and, yeah, we'll see how it looks more in the daylight, but, I might do that section a little bit more. But we'll see how it dries, and that, yeah, because obviously lighter spray, and that'll dry much, much quicker, so, yeah, it's easier to see the results, but, might have a look at it in the morning, so, yeah. Okay, so it's about 12:30 on the 28th of March, and, yeah, the only thing is he's looking a little bit less shiny at the minute, although, saying that, a lot of the time when he dries up a bit, that should hopefully fix it a bit. But yeah, it's starting to come along. It is starting to come along there. So, yeah, what I could do is give him another, wait a bit longer for that to fully dry. So, yeah, but, yeah. He is looking a bit more silver, although then again, I do find it does compare in the lighting, because at the moment he's, looking at a white ceiling, so that could also be why. But when I put my hand in front, yeah, he does have a bit of reflectiveness to it, so yeah, but it is covering up that bumpy bit and that on the side there, so yeah, we'll keep doing that, and it means that if I ever do, rub it accidentally or whatever, or something else rubs it, it's not going to immediately just rub off there and then, so yeah. And the more and more I do this, I keep forgetting to say, oh yeah, it's a cyber leader because these are covered. So yeah, but there we go. There we go. I don't know if you can tell, but it is absolutely. Look at all the heel getting on me. Oh no. See, it's just bloody hell. So what you might have just seen there, it is fucking snowing outside pretty heavily, which is going to be doing my cough and blocked nose some absolute wonders, because it was nearly healed. Well, I was nearly fully recovered from it, and then we started getting the shit weather again, and yeah, it's not helping it. I did not get much sleep last night. Hopefully I might get some. I'm doubtful, but I might get some more tonight. But yeah, it's still night time. It's literally just after I filmed that clip before. Might as well show you the head. I gave him another spray in that this morning, and here is how he is looking. Basically, I found that generally I'm going to have to sacrifice the shine in order to have as many coats on as I wanted, because generally to get that shine, I found that only a very thin coat I'll get that absolute shine, but I'm willing to compromise on that to have more coats on there so it's less likely to just instantly rub off. So yeah, basically every morning or every other morning I'll just quickly do a couple of sprays just to add another layer on it, and yeah, in I don't know, maybe a week's time when it's fully dried, I might have a look and see if there's any touching up needed. But other than that, I'm just gonna, other than doing any touch-ups that I needed, I'm just gonna keep going until that can is essentially empty. So yeah, or maybe not fully empty on the point where basically it's just about empty, but if I needed a very quick touch-up, there's enough for that. But yeah, there we go with that. Yeah. So it's 11:30 at night on 1st of April, and I don't know if this comes across on camera, but he's starting to get his shine, so yeah. It might also be because I've had the radiators on because it's been really cool, but that's making it dry a bit quicker, but yeah, it's starting to come through, so we're getting there, people, we're getting there. Okay, so here we are the morning after, and he's looking pretty shiny actually, so yeah, I gave him another quick spray last night, and yeah. The only difference with this one is I did it a bit closer than it recommends, but it did get it a lot more shiny, so yeah. Very happy with that, so yeah. Obviously this will take a few days up to a week to dry, so we'll leave it as is for now, so yeah. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with how the face bit and that is coming. There's still a bit around the top here, so yeah, I'm going to give that a spray, and it's the, what is it today, the 4th of April today? Yes it is. Oh, so yeah, I'm going to quickly do that off camera. Just so the immediate results, it's already looking shinier. So yeah, so in conclusion, I found that actually doing the opposite of what it says in the instruction, I'm going to close that door. Doing the opposite of what it says in the instructions is actually more beneficial. So yeah, because it says in the instructions on the can itself, and that you should be doing it about a foot or more away. But I found that actually to get it to be as shiny as it is just there, it's actually the opposite. Get up much closer, which obviously does risk more bubbling, but it is making it shinier, so it's a strategy that is working, and you know, I might as well give it a go. I've got nothing to lose, so yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Again, probably give it, you know, a few days. Might check on it this Friday. It's actually, yes, yeah, it's just coming up to 11:30. I got the time right this time on the 4th of April. I nearly got the date wrong though. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's the 5th of April, and yeah, it's about 10 to 12 in the morning, and yeah, or should I say lunchtime-ish, and wow, that is really giving it the shine back. So yeah, basically, it seems to have worked. I might do this side a little bit more. Might do that side a bit more. I can tell that I'm starting to run out of paint, so I've still got enough left for like any touches up if need be. But yeah, the front of it still has a couple of bits that will bump me, but they were there beforehand. Again, with it being more chrome now, the more chrome it is, the harder it is to actually film it. So yeah, but he is looking pretty good. He is looking pretty good. So yeah, there's only those slight little bumps there which do seem to just be part of the mould. So if I have time, I might cover them up, or I might just leave them. But I can now say, like this time, honestly, he now looks better than he did before. And when I say before, I mean like when I received him before, because he doesn't have the scratch going on his eye. He doesn't have the scratches up here, the scratches here. There was another couple down here and down here as well, which you probably didn't even notice on camera. It's one of those things where, again, chrome is very difficult to film because it's that reflective. It's hard to tell. For one, it's hard for the camera to even focus on it. I'd say my phone is doing a pretty good job of it. But yeah, there we go. There we go. So yeah, I probably will have to also touch up the back as well. But yeah, I think him also being like pretty close to a radiator, he's about 1.5 foot away from a radiator, which one keeps the temperature warmer, but also will help him dry a bit quicker as well. So yeah, not gonna touch it though yet. No, not making that mistake again. Absolutely not. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm standing a bit of a distance away to record this, but it's still the 5th of April at 12 p.m. I thought I might as well do the back while I'm here. So yeah, I've just quickly resprayed the back as so yeah, I'm going to go do now is shut this door. Only did it a tiny bit, but yeah, I thought I'd redo a bit of the back because there was a couple of markings and that on the back, particularly the back panel, because that's where it's been resting on. So he's currently propped up. He is currently as you can see, he's propped up there. So yeah, hopefully now, you know, he won't fall over. He won't fall over. I'm about to go out now and I won't be back until probably 11:30 at night. So he's going to be there a good 11.5 hours. Yeah, and just so you know, these radiators, I've got them set on a timer. They'll go off shortly. Actually, they'll go off in the next half hour, and then they'll come back on. I've set them to come back on at 11:30, around that time. So yeah, I've also messaged Andrew, who obviously made those heads, and asked him if the Invasion/Revenge ones molds have come in for him yet. So hopefully we'll see about that shortly. Okay, so it's the 17th of April, Easter Sunday, and I thought we'll just have a look at the head, you know, because we haven't had a good look at it in a while. And yeah, obviously you can see a couple of, maybe you might be able to see the couple of bumps in the paint there, but I'm debating at this stage, I am debating whether or not to just have him as is, because, like, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with the way he's come out, actually, at this point. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, this paint will still come off, you know, if you rub it. I did, like, even gently touch it, you know, it'll still come off. So, yeah, but I think, to be honest, I think I might just keep him as is. And, yeah, will he stand up? Oh, standing him up again is always a bit of a tricky dicky. There we go. So, the reason I'm going to I think I'll keep him like that and not use all the paint. I've still got a little bit left in the can, a tiny bit left in the can, just enough to do any quick touches up that need to be done. And the reason I'm doing that is just because, you know, just in case I ever do need to touch him up in the future. I should probably measure him to see if he'll go on my unit. I should probably do that. If not, he can go on top of the unit, but yeah. I won't take the tape off until I'm ready to put it there, because after the nightmare that happened last time, well, it wasn't that. It was a bit of a pain in the arse. It was more of a pain in the arse than anything else. Just putting all that tape back on there. So yeah, but you know, is he 100% perfect? No, I'd say he's probably like an 85-90% there to what I'm happy with. I think 85-90% to where I want him to be, because he's never going to be perfect. You just can't do it with this paint. If it obviously I could get him chrome plate AC, but that would be around 200 quid at least. Probably more now. Probably more. I'm probably looking at least £250. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave him as is. Yeah, well, and you know, it's something I could come back to at some point, maybe. But probably not. But I should measure him up if he's, because the compartments there, I think, they're either 12.5-inch squared or 13-inch squared. They might be. I think they might be 13-inch squared. I think I'll have to look at it. But yeah, if not, he'll just go on the top. And I did have a look for head scans for him. The problem is, I couldn't find any head scans for him that were big enough, or should I say tall enough, because most head scans are not designed for something that big, because it is pretty tall up at the top. It would need to be taller. And it's also got the neck section here, so yeah. Well, there is ones I can find, but they're bloody expensive. So yeah, we'll see. But to be honest, as long as he's not touched, he kind of balances pretty well on his own, and it will be on a flat surface. So yeah, but there we go. I haven't done updating in a while. It feels like a long time. It's probably only been like a week or something. I don't know, but there we go. Okay, so it's the 18th of April, and I've decided to spray the head, you know, hopefully one more time. You know, this could make it worse, it could make it better, but I thought, there's a few bits on there that I thought, just give it one more spray, a big spray to see how it looks. And yeah, I'm not going to stay in here for too long. I've literally just sprayed it before. There it is. So yeah, will this be better? Will this be worse? Don't know. Mainly to get rid of the whole sort of bumpiness to him. I'm gonna get out of here actually. There we go. Yeah, it's mainly to just get rid of the bumpy texture he had. because if you notice particularly around the jawline here, he had a few like bits of bumpy texture here. So I thought I'll go over it, you know, constant and try and layer up the paint as well. And, you know, obviously I won't see the full results until he's dry, which will probably be a week from now, something like that. I think probably 5 days is probably, yeah, because some people, the guy I got it from said 3 days, another guy said a week. I'll go in the middle and say 5 days. So in 5 days time, I'll have another look at him. But yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing with this paint. You can't really see the true result until it's properly dry. But with this paint, it's kind of impossible to tell when it is dry. Yeah, because it looks exactly the same. You know, there's no really indicators on when it's wet and when it's dry because it's chrome paint. God, how long has this video gone on for? Fuck knows. If anyone is still actually here, type the letters PHR. Type PHR in the comment sections to know that you're still here. I would love to see that. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this is 11 o'clock on this evening, and I've gone a bit overboard. If you can tell, look, there's a little dribble there. Yeah, I've went a bit too overboard, and I might have to take some of it off. It was fine before, but it looks like I've ruined it yet again. Yeah, one thing can guarantee with me is, like, you know, if it's acceptable as is, you know, I'll have to go and try and ruin it. And you can see how thick and that some of it's covering up the eye on that side, although that'll be very easy to take back off. But yeah, I don't know what's happened here particularly, but you can see that there. You know, it's just a lot. Look how shiny the cardboard is as well. I've never seen it that shiny before. But yeah, we'll just have to let this dry fully before I decide what's going to happen with it. To be fair to it though, it has covered up a lot of those splotchy bits. But yeah, we'll just have to wait until it properly dries. It might be alright when it fully dries, because last time I was looking at it before on another occasion, and it looked a bit shit. Nowhere near as bad as this. But when it dried, it actually looked pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, might have to take a bit of it off and then spray that back on. I probably should have done that in the first place, but hey ho, we're here now. It's all a learning curve thing for me anyway, but there we go. So it's the 21st of April. I gave him obviously another quick spraying, letting him dry. He actually looks not too bad. You can tell that there's a couple of lumps in places, but he doesn't look too bad, and he's still got that shininess to him. So I think I'm gonna, when he does eventually fully dry, I think I'll cut my losses there. But yeah, doesn't look too bad actually. Doesn't look too bad, and at least this way the paint is a lot thicker as well. Yeah, depending on the eye holes, I might do something about them. I might not, because I could easily, you know, take that paint off. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully we'll see it shortly. Okay, so it's the 4th of June today, and today I finally brought the Sandman head back to my granny's apartment. Unfortunately, an accident happened to him in the car the other day, because basically my mum decided that she, you know, I said I'm going to be bringing this head back, don't pile loads of your stuff in the car. Like she did, and it meant there wasn't much room for my head, so unfortunately it kind of banged at one point, and this happened. And there's also a bit just there, so yeah, there's a bit there, but the main bit is there. You can actually see the other layers of paint underneath it, which is a shame because the rest of him now, he's not looking too bad. The rest of him, you know, but yeah. To be honest, will I fart on with him again? To be honest, I don't know whether to just call it quits now. I'm literally sick of farting on with this thing all the bloody time. At this point, I do regret. I'm gonna say I regret getting this because there's been nothing but a pain in the arse since I got it. It has been nothing but an absolute pain in the fucking arse since I got it. So yeah, God knows how long this video is, but I'm gonna close that out there now. I might see. It depends if I've actually got any paint left. I can't remember if I've got any left or not. If I've got a teeny tiny bit left, I might just touch that up. Yeah, the only thing is I don't have any ideal place. I'll probably just nip outside, going to the little green just outside these apartments, and touch it up there. So if I have enough paint left, because that can was pretty empty, so just got time of it to. Because I find that when it does properly dry in that, it's not too bad actually. So yeah, but at the moment it's just kind of just sitting there because I don't really have anywhere else to put or anything else to do with it. So now, but there we go. This long saga of bloody this helmet never bloody ends, does it? But there we go.